Well, yo-ho! Welcome back to yet another exciting episode of the old Southern Workshop. I don't know why, but remember I was joining up these boards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I was going to run them through the planer in 5s, like so, and then make my final seam last. I don't know why, but I didn't take any videos of me and the little woman running through the planer. See, this is 18 inches. When we get them done up like that.
Got rid of. You say.
I already joined this edge.
Got rid of her.
Edge.
I got rid of her, didn't I?
1 by 2 on each side when I put the clamps on it, so this edge doesn't get blemished at all, except for the corners when you bang them on the wall. Then we had all the odd sizes here, of course. You know, when the boards are on, I made them all 55 inches because I want to finish 54. Now this is 36 inches across here, and this got to be cut off perfectly smooth. So the next question was, how in the heck am I going to do that? Like, you can only pull out 16 and a half, 17 on the radio arm saw. So then if I were to wrestle with them and turn them around, I'm still going to have a 2-inch piece in the center that I can't saw through. If I were making one, I would clamp a board on here and use the electric hand saw and buzz it off. But when you're cutting off 60, that's a kind of another color, you might say. Different story, right? So I made up a little jig and a, what you call a panel cutter. Norm uses one. Yeah, Norm's got one down there for cutting things off 3 3/4 and 1 1/4 to 1/4 inches. Well, Norm could have one. Gosh darn it, I got one. I think you might have one made up for your table saw too. We'll spin around and take a look at what I got there. I got a little remote control now, so I don't have to walk over there and turn it off no more. I can take my finger, go like this, and it's gone. Well, here's what we got. First off, put my remote control down there. I took my old cheapy table saw, $99.95. That's US of A, of course. Took my table, the little old cheapy 10-inch table saw, and set her between my 2 wood horses here, like so. Dropped her down. And I clamped her on right here, and I shimmed her up over here so she make her level. With my 2 for $20, was it? Or no, 2 for $9.95 carbide blade, like the ones we got over across the river. And then I took my 6-foot set of rollers and laid them on there, as you can see. Go over there and see if I'm in the video, dear. Don't touch the camera now. Laid my rollers on there on a set of other 2 workhorses. Took a piece of, took another piece of wood, 4 feet by 3 feet, and put a strip on the back of her here, as you can see, which rides in the
groove.
In the groove. Don't go screaming over there. You're right on the microphone. Which rides in the groove on the table saw for the T-square and that to go into, right? Then I nailed another piece on here, 90 degrees to this piece, and we just lay our panel, our tabletop. Tabletops are 54 by 36, so they're a big bugger, right? Lay them on here, trim one size, mark her off to 54, spin her around, do it again. And all that is just take one finger like that and push her on through the old saw. I don't know how they're fitting through the saw. They must be, anyway. Hitting up against those there, but maybe not. We've done a bunch, so we got a few to go. We'll do a couple and let's take a look and see what you think of the operation here. Right, mate? Turn this over so it don't get too much dust. You see my little helper there? You're doing it too, okay? as you've seen there, these are the skirts for under the tables, or the rails, whatever you want to call them. These are for the deucers, in between the two-seater tables. And I got the big ones over here for the 54s. 54 inchers, that is. And putting the, as you've seen here, a round over with two little drops on either side on the bottom, just in case someone goes to cross their legs or pick their legs up underneath or rub their hands underneath to get something off their finger or something. You won't get a sliver in your pantyhose or their finger or whatever the case may be. I got about half of them done. I got all the long ones done for the 54-inch tables, and I'm halfway through the short ones for the 30-inch tables, and then I got the ends to do across the 36-inch widths for both the small ones and the big ones. We shall see. Well, I'm going to finish this up now, my son, and then I got to figure how I'm going to fasten these skirts to the top. And I'll let you in on that when that time comes.
Another exciting episode of the old Southern Workshop.
Another jig here. This is one of the tabletops. And I got these bolted on here, and these are bolted on, screwed on to take the place of where the four legs are going to be. So I just take the sides here and drop them in place. Now all the four skirts has all got grooves cut in them here. 1/4 inch wide, about 3/8 to 1/2 inch deep. These are 1 16 inches wide here. You got a full dado plow going right through them. We'll get into that a little later on in the program here. And then reach into my barrel of corner blocks over there, and I come up with these, see? And then I take thems it's 90 degrees here right now. That's outdoors. Put the air conditioning on yesterday. Of course, the shop's not air conditioned. But, what can I say? Maybe when it gets warmer, eh? Putting these corner blocks in here like this. And by putting them in this way, there's nothing to... Normally you would put them across on their flat, eh? So you can screw down in through to the tabletop. But then I got no way of putting the legs on. And I want to put the legs so that the legs are detachable. And it's easier for transport, right? This skirt that I'm making up here now is for the two-seater. These are 36. by 30. And then when I get all of these made up, I will take these strips and these corner blocks off of this top, put it back on the tabletop pile, and I will use one of the tops of the big ones, 36 by 54 inch top. And I'll make up put another set of strips around it in those corner blocks and make up a jig for making up those skirts as well. I don't have the tops put through the planer yet. They still got to be through the planer. Through the sander yet. They're not sanded. That's a two people's job to do that. And I only got one people's here now. And that's me, so. When I get my assistant back here again, I will have her take them as they come through the sander. It's not going to be as easy to handle as what you just seen there a few minutes ago with the skirts going through. There we go. That's one made up. You'll see later on how I fasten this to the top of the table. I won't show you now. In fact, I told you about those grooves there. You probably know how they're going to be fastened to the top of the table, but you'll see a little later on how that goes on. Now I'm going to turn you off with the remote
That
here.
means
Bye.
bottom of the table. Let him quit. You hear me using them later on. I'm going to get him fired because he wants to get fired because he's not allowed to quit. So.
Box. Yeah, I'm going to charge you.
I'm over here. Hey. Looking the blue one.
And then sometimes you can figure out that, like, no money is better than a kick in the ass, right? Yeah.
You're doing that.
Paper boy. By Mad Dog. Or is that Mad Doug?
Hey, where did you go?
Sudbury.
Oh.
Undercover police school.
Yeah, please. You did not. What if I said I... Yeah, phone stars.
The fact that you got fired.
You know. I'll give you all the money I got in my pocket. If you do that. Why, you don't like me?
No, I'll do it to help you out. You want to get fired, don't you?
Yeah.
Well,
See, I got 50, 67 cents.
I'll phone him up. I'll phone him up tomorrow. Tell him.
No, tonight.
Told me, gosh darn.
Okay. Shut up.